Kalkadosh, good afternoon. We are now Mishna Yomi, Masechet Bava Kamma, Perek Bet, second chapter, Mishna Gimel and Daled, Mishnah 3 and 4. Mishnah Gimel says, Hakelev v'agedi shekatzu meno shagag v'shibru et hakelim. Remember that the general rules of Regel and Shen were that anything which is normal, for example, Shen and Regel, Shen was the eating with the teeth, and therefore anything that's normal for them to eat, or Regel was the feet, which is anything which is normal for it just to start trampling, just like basically walking and breaking things. So here too, when you have a dog or a goat, a young goat, that they jumped from the roof, so therefore, and they break glass or they broke vessels when it landed, so therefore they have to pay nezek shalem. Why? Because these animals, to do with this action of jumping off the roof, it's normal for them to do that. So again, anything which is normal for an animal to do, you're going to pay nezek shalem. Hakelev shenatal charav alach hagdish. However, do another case now. What happens if you have a dog that he went into somebody's property and he took a charada? Charada here translates as basically like a roll, but it's like an ugar. Rav Batunura says it's like whether it's a cookie or whether it's going to be like a roll or whether it's going to be a cake. And what happened was he took it with the coals. And he goes to a pile of grain that is in a person's property, carrying the rolls and the coals, and he ate the charada. So he ate the roll, right? Let's say the uga, whatever you want to call it, and then he lit the gadish, he lit the grain with the coals. So basically, he used the cookie and the coals. The coals, he made it light something else on fire, and it started a fire, and he actually ate the food. So Allah charada meshalem nezek shalem. He has to pay the full damages on the charada because it's shen, it's normal, and therefore he has to pay for that. Vala gadish, and the pile of the grain, he has to pay chetzi nezek. Why? Because again, this is the chetzi nezek of tzurot, of the pebbles. Because it wasn't that he actually damaged this; it was like the pebbles that were coming out from the feet of the ox that came and damaged something else. So to here, this also caused damage through the coals that went and caused damage, the fire to the other, how do you call this, to the pile of the grain. Mishnah Daled now is going to speak about the third case, which was in the Mishnah, which we said, if you remember, what is a tam and what is a muad? Ezu tam and what is a muad? So the Gemara says, the Mishnah says, muad is kol sheyidu bo shlosha yamim, meaning that they're going to testify for 3 days. So basically 3 consecutive days, 3 days, right, one day after another. This is according to this Tana, that means basically only if he did it 3 times on the same day, he does not become a muad. It has to be 3 consecutive days. Even though here in the footnote it says it doesn't have to be consecutive, it could be Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, it's still a muad, but it cannot be separated by a day on which it had opportunity to do it and it didn't do it. So if it only gored on Sunday and Tuesday and it saw an animal on Wednesday and it didn't gore, so even though it did it on Thursday, it's still a tam. So it doesn't have to be 100% consecutive, but it cannot be that in between there was another opportunity, but it still didn't do it. But it has to be separate days. So 3 in 1 day is nothing, according to this Tana. What is a tam? If 3 days it went that it did not gore, so you have the exact same thing backwards, that it did not gore. Now these are the words of Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Meir comes and he says no. It's 3 times. Even if it's going to be in 1 day, meaning I don't care about the days, it's 3 different episodes. It happened 3 different times that he gored, that is considered a muad, right? And it doesn't matter when, how, where, it doesn't matter. According to Shittat Rabbi Meir, that's what makes it a muad, the fact that it gored, right? And what is a tam? If you have the children which are playing with it, right? And all of a sudden it doesn't gore them. So according to this, it comes out that the holding back, that the animal's not going to attack, that is enough as a reason to make it back into a tam. Because obviously, why didn't it attack? It should have attacked, and it didn't. So the fact that it didn't, it comes back to the tam status. Have a wonderful day.